What is up, everybody? This is Matthew Abree here with the National Rock Racing Association for the 6th race of the season, presented by Mickey Thompson. This race brought to you by RaceLine. It is a beautiful, beautiful Friday afternoon here in Good Evening Ranch in West Virginia. We are so excited to be here. We have half of our day done, half of it still to go. Again, we've had some great racing. We have a lot of rocks. You can see that huge, huge terrain there. We have a big, wide, high-speed section. We have a ton of rock section. Again, very good time. So definitely going to be tons of racing action coming your way.
That's right. We've already had half of our day of racing so far, and a lot of that racing action that you're talking about, Matt. Let me go ahead and give you guys a top 5 rundown from Course 1 in the Rock Life Off-Road Stock Class. Cody Kaysen had the fastest time with a 100, followed by Dylan Dowler with a 102, Daniel Heckley with a 105, Braden Upchurch with a 108, and Brandon Davis with a 112. Those are your top 5 from Course 1. We are just about ready to kick off round 2 for these guys. And then, of course, we've got our Cup class and our VIN class as well. If you're just joining us and you missed out on the action, well, the great thing is you can go back and watch it.
Oh, yeah.
And you make sure you guys are watching on that Rock Racing TV page, either on Facebook or on the YouTube channel. And we want to have you guys there so we can see your questions and answer, comments and have everybody in one spot. So
heck yeah, and see in comments. Everybody comment where you're tuning in from. It's always interesting and fascinating to me. I love looking to see where all our viewers are tuning in, especially when it's states far away or countries far away tuning in. It's always neat to see that. So I see we got Justin Wills in here. What's up, buddy? I know he's probably got us on the TV in the shop working on his Pro 4 truck. They had to change the transmission and do some other stuff. They were changing oil in the motor, changing the transmission, messing with some dips this weekend going on. They got a bunch of stuff happening with his truck. Again, thanks to all of our online viewers. You can watch on Rock Racing TV on Facebook, or if you have a smart TV, you can throw on that YouTube app and check us out on Rock Racing TV on YouTube. We appreciate everybody that tunes in on a live feed. We try to keep up with the comments and keep it going. We always like that. It's always a lot of fun. We have a lighter VIN class today. I know Charles Crisp couldn't make the drive. I know him and his family, they're coming out of Kansas. They have
Don Curtis.
Don Curtis. A long drive for those guys. So, again, coming from Kansas,
drive.
it's just
it's a long
wicked
drive for a lot. A lot of our race family.
It is.
There's a handful that are, this is more local to them, but definitely a commitment of time and energy.
The North Carolina guys is pretty short, pretty quick drive for those guys.
Not too bad. But yeah, glad to have everybody out here. We know what a commitment it is to make it to all these races, especially when you're in it for the season. A lot of time, effort, energy, money, all of it. So I'm glad to have everybody out here and glad to have you guys joining us on Hillside Live to catch all that racing action. Taylor, how close are we to sending off the line? All right, we are just about ready to get going on Course 2 for the stock class.
Again, this is the race brought to you by RaceLine wheels. We were talking a little bit about RaceLine wheels. They run, typically you'll see a lot of bouncers run the 17-inch wheel. I know a lot of the Ultra 4 guys as well run that 17-inch wheel. They have started making like a 20. Some of the bigger guys that run bigger tires for the desert, they don't get as much sidewall waiver, so they've been playing around with some 20-inch rims over there, which is kind of funny to see a big 20-inch beadlock, but very, very cool. Got Dylan Dowler taking up line. Again, this is the second half of our Friday race series. Obviously, this is our UTV stock class. You can tell by those full bodies out there. Dylan has one of the brightest cages and wraps in all of the National Rock Racing Association. Definitely taking it out there. Do some woods hunting out there with it. Again, just thrashing through that rock section. Again, you're going to see bouncers doing some of these same lines tomorrow. So, again, pushing a little bit harder, but at the same time trying to keep the car together. Ball joints and tie rod ends and all that stuff's hanging together. We've seen all kinds of failures at our last event. And a lot of weird failures as well. So, yeah, being able to keep that car together, these guys do a lot of maintenance throughout the week.
Well, a lot of these guys raced last weekend as well at the Outlaw event. So when you start adding in multiple series to your race season, definitely eats up the time, and especially when you're having to do maintenance and fixing things and ordering parts in between. Dylan had that second place time on course 1. Looking like he's got a good smooth run going here for course 2 and can set the bar high for the rest of the pack now.
Again, trying to make sure that the car stays together with this much abuse. It's just brutal. You see Justin Holback up there on the course? That was a 1:01.800 for Mr. Dylan Dowler. He was kicking off our UTV stock class.
101.860 for Dylan.
Or, sorry, 860.
Yeah, or close.
Yeah,
so
close. With these guys, the way they split times, like a tenth of a second, you might make a big difference.
Accuracy definitely comes into play.
We had one we were waiting on, and now there's about 6 of them pulling around, so. Very cool. See Justin Holback over there running our starting gate. We appreciate all he does for the series.
The Holback Racing crew is our featured drivers for today, for Featured Driver Friday.
Again, you'll see the other 2 smaller Holback Racing team racing tomorrow.
The little Holbacks, the mini Holbacks. Here we go with Daniel Heckley out on the course. Daniel had a 3rd place finish on course 1.
Making quick work of that wood section there. Hitting that open straightaway. Just getting out there and ripping through it. Checking up a little bit before that jump, but again, still flying through the air. Great drone shot there, just tracking with it. Again, appreciate all our cameramen and camera ladies out there on course today, helping out. Luckily, there is quite a bit of a breeze as well as some shade in that in the rock section. So
yeah, we're enjoying some beautiful weather out here this weekend.
Very blessed right now. Most of them are in the shade, and they get a little bit of a breeze, so they're not too bad today. Oh! Wow. Wow.
Hey, he hasn't hit any trees. So.
I was going to say, we were making jokes. How is Daniel going to fare tomorrow going through that wood section? Just brutal. Look, you can see a handful of our UTV racers down there with Clyde down in the woods just watching. Seeing what his plan is, seeing what he's doing. He is darting through that woods, though.
He is. This is going to be a good, solid time. .368.
Wow.
Not bad, but not good enough to catch Dylan right now. Dylan with a 101. Daniel now with a 108. See, we got Zach Garner lighting up the live feed here. Zach, you must be on your way back. We got Ben Casey watching. I think, Ben, you said we'll see you at Pretty Place.
Yeah. Said like a bull in a China shop. That's Daniel kind of pinballs through there pretty.
Well, there's only so much you can do in these rocks out here. Only so much finessing.
Yes.
That they allow.
Whoa!
Wow, I felt that.
I don't know if it hit the table.
Where'd that go? Cody Kaysen just launched something at us up here.
It like bounced off the edge of the table right next to my hand. I was like, oh!
All right, Cody had the fastest time on course 1. See if he can hang on to that spot.
Again, you kind of see him peering through the woods there with that camera shot. Just bouncing through there in that full body.
And the funny thing is, we've seen Cody race a full body and a chassis, and he does better in the full body.
He crushes it.
That's crazy.
Looks like he's at a left rear flat this time. He had a right rear flat last time.
He was working, I think they were both flats, and he said he broke the clutch, and I forget what else he said. They were working hard during our intermission to put that back end back together.
I was getting some radio traffic. Okay. His charge tube, which is basically part of the turbo system, has a hole in it, but 118.852. Okay. 853. Okay. That's for Cody Casey. The charge tube has a hole in it. Essentially, the turbo, the part that creates boost for the turbo or creates power, has a hole in it. So they tried to patch it, fix it somehow. They found it right before he pulled up. So they tried to get it going just enough to where he could still make the run, but clearly had some issues. He had okay. Kind of looks like they're trying to get them all put back together over there. Again, I'm not sure exactly what the issue was with the charge tube, but again, like I said, they tried to I don't know if they put a piece of duct tape over it or exactly how they were trying to fix it, but trying to get it put back together. So again, they'll
duct tape is usually a reasonable method.
Yeah. I mean, trying to keep some, just wrap a couple. It didn't work. Just throw a couple more layers on there. So trying to keep it on there. Again, shout out to Zach Garner. He must be on his way back.
He says he's stopping for ice cream. So,
what?
Zach, that means you better bring enough for all of us.
For real. Like, what's up, dog?
Now that you've told us.
Yeah.
While we work on getting Cody recovered off the course, Matt mentioned that for you guys that are watching live that we are here at the Good Evening Ranch in Canvas, West Virginia this weekend for the Mickey Thompson NRRA Round 6 so far for the season. This weekend is presented by RaceLine Wheels. So just a little information about Good Evening Ranch here. You guys know that I am a fan of all the horsepowers and especially what I call my original horsepower of that horses. So this ranch caters to all ranges of the horsepower enthusiasts. It's 400 acres. They've got cabins, campsites, a banquet hall. They do horse boarding. They have a covered arena, indoor riding arena, and then, of course, off-road trails, too. So I'm a fan.
Very cool.
There's a mini donkey up by the camp area that is super friendly. I was making friends. And there's some goats and there's horses, and so I'm a fan. I like it. Anytime it's like a petting zoo plus off-road racing, yeah.
And it's like the address is like Exotic Animal Drive because it used to be an exotic animal sanctuary.
Oh.
Very cool. And they said there's you can find 20-foot tall cages if you ride back on some of the trails.
I noticed how tall the fences were around here.
They used to have exotic animals, lions, tigers, bears.
I was like, that's a really tall fence for a horse.
Yes.
That makes a lot more sense.
I really want to find out. I really want to see all the. I want to see pictures of what it was like back when they had the exotic animals here.
Yeah,
so
I probably would have been able to pet those.
Yes,
so.
yeah, probably not.
Take the mini donkey.
Yeah, I seen you and the small holeback racers walking over this morning.
Yeah, we had to go make friends.
And then I heard you say something about, no, we can't. It says don't feed them. So I was like, oh.
There's a sign that says don't feed the goats.
So
and I think it says don't feed the goats no matter what they say.
No matter what they say. Yeah, I could believe that.
They're very, very convincing.
I'm sure.
All right, guys, we got Cody recovered off the course, and that means we've got Braden Upchurch on the line now, ready to keep things going. We are on course 2 for the Rock Life Off-Road UTV Stock Class. We are, this will be our 4th driver in. Braden had a 4th place finish on course 1.
Zach says,
yeah,
Timmy Saul.
Yeah. Oh, I saw Zach's other comment.
Yeah. He was I could see Timmy would rather beat you straight up, I think, than meddle with your rig.
There's no sabotage out here.
Yeah, I could see him being ornery and pretending like it, absolutely, just to be ornery, but
nobody wants to win by sabotaging.
Again, walking that jump. That jump has to be a lot of fun launched off there in a UTV.
Matt, I bet it will also be fun in a bouncer.
We'll see. We'll see. I have literally this race, and then we have our summer break. We're going to do some...
I'm going to need a full send from you tomorrow. Yeah. Not a moderate send.
We'll see. Moderate send maybe more accurate.
Not a moderate send. Full send.
I'm worried about getting to these monster hills behind us. Me and Wade Gooder back there walking. It's going to be a gnarly day. Again, Braden coming flying around here with the drone in tow.
Whoa!
The drone getting very close and personal there. Mr. Braden Upchurch whipping through the rock section there.
My brother has a drone, and he's still practicing, with flying and stuff. I was doing stand-up paddleboarding recently. We went on a family trip, and he was trying to get some cool drone footage, and he flew it basically into my head. I put my arm up just in time, but I didn't.
101.231 for Mr. Braden Upchurch.
Ooh, that is our new leader right now. Right in front of Dylan Dowler's 101.8. Now Braden with a 101.2. Yeah, I didn't mean to drown his drone, but I was on the lake. I was paddleboarding.
Yeah.
And it ran into me. I ran into it. Things happened. The drone went underwater.
Did it fly?
And a bucket of rice didn't save it.
Oh, wow.
3 motors came back on, but not all 4 of them.
Yeah. Cool.
If you think you can just fly a drone the way our drone pilots do out here without practice, you can't. They're very good at what they do, and we appreciate it.
Yes, they're incredible.
All right, here we go with Jay Storts.
Again, Jay got hung up right in the same kind of area last year. Again, tried to recover his rig, couldn't quite get it, but he had a rough year last year. But this year, I believe it's going to be much, much better. Pretty excited for him. Again, you can see that beautiful terrain there with just the trees overshadowing, nice breeze going by. That long, winding road leading away. Everybody kind of aired it out there. Mr. Jay Storts. Kind of cornering there on 2 wheels, drifting around there. Again, that has to be a good time. You can see how massive some of those boulders are that they're bouncing over and through. Like they're literally as tall as a side-by-side at points.
Hopefully Jay's not having too many flashbacks.
Yes. Again, heading around down around that Jay's Rock down there. Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
105.452.
We've had a really tight section on this second course.
We've got, let's see, Braden in the lead with a 101.2. And then we've got Dylan Dowler with a 101.8, Jay Storts with a 105, Daniel Heckley 108, and Cody Kaysen 118. We are about halfway through Course 2 for the Rock Life Off-Road UTV Stock Class. And then, of course, we've still got our Cup Class and our VIN Class Round 2 to run today. Brantley Havens now on the line. Looking very patriotic this weekend. I like it. Brantley has really stepped up his game as he went from our UTV youth class and then was the first one to go from the youth class and we graduate, I guess, into the stock class. And it's been fun to watch him race and get more and more comfortable with each event.
And obviously,
now.
making definitely some confident moves today. He is flying through there. Again, that is a very tall, gnarly course for a youth driver to be bouncing through there. I mean, just
handling
monster.
it like a champ.
I mean, that's just impressive. Definitely doing some work right there. Again, that rock section just bashing through there, but making quick work of it. You can see a pretty good whirl. We went and walked it, me and Dan Bowman. 114.499 from Mr. Brantley Havens. Again, me and Dan Bowman and Wade Good went and walked it, and it's getting pretty worn in at this point, so you can kind of see the line to take. Got Brandon Davis pulling up the line. And his Can-Am that could. Making sure we got our course all clear, getting ready. You can see Justin up there, getting our starting gate all ready. RaceLine starting gate.
Can-Am looks like it's about to pounce out of
It
there.
does. These guys have all been ripping out that starting gate. I mean, just full tilt. And then drift around this corner has been just crazy.
All right, clock is hot for Brandon Davis. Here we go. Let's go, Brandon.
Oh, wow. Tag that big rock. Again, just thrashing through there. Again, being these stock rigs, they do sit up just a little bit higher than some of our UTV Cup Series and Limited Cup Series.
All right, the time to beat right now is Braden Upchurch's 101.2. Let's see how the little Can-Am that can handles it.
He is flying through there. Ooh. Had to check up a little bit there, it looked like.
99.032, and that is our new leader.
There we go.
Nicely done.
Wow, that was flying in a full body Can-Am. That's incredible. He pulled up and goes, thumbs up, thumbs down. I said, 1. He's like, yes.
Definitely thumbs up.
Yeah. It's so funny that some of our racers, they had certain races, everybody drives by us, so when they drive by, they'll look at us, and we'll be like, thumbs up, thumbs down, or we'll throw a finger up for a place they're in. So he said, thumbs up, thumbs down. I said, number 1. He said, yes.
All right, is this Pepper? Pepper Bentley running for Scotty Harden's points today. I think she's got Madison riding in there with her again.
Getting Madison, like, part of me is like Madison's cheering her on. The other part's like, go slow, take your time. The other part's like, go, go, go. Yeah.
I think it's probably a lot of go, go, go.
I have a feeling it is. Madison get out there and hammer down, so I think she'll probably be cheering her on as well.
Looking like another solid run so far for Pepper again. These guys might have to watch out, Matt.
I
They
know.
might have some new competition. Cooper might not get this buggy back.
Our ladies drivers are just definitely doing work today.
This might be the new mom mobile.
The new mom mobile. I like it. Again, that is a very rough rock section through there.
She's finessing her way through these rocks. Did you hear that?
Heading into that second rock section there. Again, this is Cooper Bentley's mom in there right now, out there doing work in a UTV in our stock class.
I wonder if we're going to see more of Pepper out on the race course after this. We need to get her up here in chat.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's see what her time is. A 160.623 for Pepper Bentley, running for those points for Scotty Harden. We've got one driver left for round 2 of the Rock Life Off-Road Stock Class. The Coy Chapel's going to wrap things up for us. And then we've got Brantley Havens up here in the booth, and we'll have a little chat with him, too, after we wrap up Course 2.
Telling you, there's another one just pinged in here. We got a couple rocks coming in here in the booth today.
Not a fan.
Yeah.
Not a big fan of that.
One hit like my hand. It must hit right by my hand because I felt my hand shake.
I felt the impact on the table.
Yeah.
And that one about just got my foot.
Coy out there doing work.
It's going to be an automatic 30-second penalty if someone hits me with a rock. I just want you to know that.
Yeah. Timmy sent me to the ER one time with a rock.
Oh, yikes.
Caught me in the eye.
In the eye.
Yeah.
Taking the wide turn there, but hey, it worked. Taking the outside line.
Drop it in there. Again, these guys have been pushing far harder and faster into that slide into that rock all day, and I'm just terrified somebody's gonna come around and just wipe it out. I'm just waiting for it. Again, bouncers may have a big enough tire they can probably make it clear it, but some dude comes in with a small, skinny UTV tire and wipes it out. It's not gonna go well.
All right, coming through that finish line. Let's see what Coy got. That's a 104.491 for Coy Chapel. All right, and like I said, we've got Brantley Havens joining us up in the booth today. Brantley, you had a great 2 runs. How are you feeling from today's race, but also jumping into the stock class for the season?
Well, I mean, at first it was way different because I'm over here doing these little tracks, and then now we're in the big cars and stuff. And I was a little bit nervous today on this course because it's bad. Yeah. It's pretty rocky.
Yeah. What's your favorite part about going from the small car to the big car?
Speed. I get to go on trail rides with Dad and everything. It's just a lot more you can do.
Yeah,
definitely. So the rocks out here today, is that the part that was making you kind of nervous for the race?
Mostly the downhill, though. I was nervous about that first, but they built a ramp or something on there, and it was a lot better.
Well, we couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You had a great couple of runs. I mean, I don't think unless we had told people that anyone would even know that this was your first season in stock class, coming from, driving a 200. That's a pretty big difference.
Yeah, yeah, big difference.
Do you have anybody that you want to thank while you're up here? Anything you want everybody to know that's watching?
I want to thank all my sponsors that helped me and just everyone that stands behind me and helps me here at the races.
Yeah, it takes a lot, doesn't it? All right, guys, I'm going to do a quick rundown. You guys find something to chat about for a second while I figure up our top 5.
So what's your favorite part about going to the big car, and what's the thing you hate the most about going to the big car?
Well, the thing I love the most about the car is the longer courses and the funner courses, and the thing I hate more about it is the more expensive parts and stuff.
They do get a little more expensive, I know, when you go to the big stuff. But like I said, it's kind of cool. Being able to trail ride your dad, I'm sure is awesome. He's rocking the 4-seater still.
Yep.
So you're out there on your own, just having a good time, doing some wheeling action.
Yep. I love
good times.
This stuff.
Good times.
All right, let's do that top 5 real quick. This is from course 2 for the stock class. Brandon Davis had the fastest time with a 99, followed by Braden Upchurch with a 101.2. Then we had Dylan Dowler with a 101.8, Coy Chapel with a 104, and Jay Stortz with a 105. So that does wrap up our Rock Life Off-Road UTV stock class for today. We are about ready to get going on the Cup class here. Brantley, thanks for coming up and joining us. You got anything else you want folks to know?
I'm going to go.
I think your mom is on watching the live feed right now, saying hi.
Oh, yeah, you got to say hi to Mom.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Brantley. All right, and we do have Brandon Davis on the line now.
And our RaceLine starting gate over there. Looks like it's taking a little wind on. We've seen it have mud this season. This is the first time we got big winds, but we've seen it. We get caked with mud to the point where
the starting gate gets
a little
totally
deflated,
dragged down with a layer of mud.
Little deflate gate going on.
So Tim Cameron had the fastest time for course 1 of the Super Grip UTV Cup class.
Brandon is just wheelmanning the heck out of this thing. Again, this is its opening debut for this new tube chassis rig. We'll have to get him up here in the booth with us tomorrow and chat about it.
That thing reminds me of Brad Macon's old rock bouncer.
Yeah?
What was that called?
I don't remember.
I can't remember what it was called off the top of my head. It looks like a mini bouncer.
Yeah, it does.
I like this little buggy.
The front end definitely looks like a bouncer. Like I said, the front end kind of not just the actual tubing itself, but how the suspension is lined out. It looks like a small bouncer. Ooh. He is getting it. Again, getting a good shakedown run out here with it.
So Brandon came into the weekend 7th in points for the Cup class. That's where he's sitting right now. .539. I believe we should have Casey Howell on the line. Oh no, they're switching things up on me. It's Nathan King on the line.
We can't see. They're hiding behind a rock
they are,
right
they're,
now.
They're nestled back in there.
They are.
There we go.
Which has to be kind of fun, racing out of the rock, you know. I always talk about having, you know, in a rock bouncer or even a side-by-side like this, it's kind of like a fighter-pilot mentality. You're strapped in with your containment seat, and you have your Hans device on, your helmet on. You can kind of only see what's in front of you. So I'm sure backed in between two big boulders, you can see even more that way.
I feel like you're launching out of a cannon.
You really
or
do. Kind of fun.
Nathan did have that unfortunate tip over on his first go at this course. He's got a great run going right now. Hopefully we'll be able to see him cross the finish line and get at least one completion under his belt for the day.
Luckily the wind is blowing hard enough to carry all the dust out of the way.
That's always helpful.
Yeah.
There we go.
.317 for Nathan King.
I see Josh Krapinski on here saying that Nathan is running for him tomorrow.
Well, that'd be awesome. Josh Krapinski, guy, no stranger to the podium. Definitely one of our more competitive racers. Gets out there and takes charge.
All right, This is Casey Howell out on the course.
Just whipping out of that starting gate.
Oh, denied by the giant boulder. I don't think we've seen anyone get hung up on this spot yet.
Brandon Davis got hung up a little bit on his first run. That is a big boulder. I mean, just
there we go.
A monster boulder there.
These are big rocks for small tires.
Oh, yeah, huge. And once they out of that, again, the exit of that wood section is just, pretty much hammered down all the way to the jump. You can see a lot of guys checking up right before they get the jump and then kind of clearing it out.
How far are we going to see you launch it off of that? That's a nice ramp. That's a nice
it is a great
boat ramp type rock.
But if you watch the really fast guys, they don't jump it very far. They try to get back on ground and get around that corner as quick as they can.
So are you going to jump it, or are you going to be one of the really fast guys?
I love you, Bree. That is so great. Oh, it's like that's a very intimate troll there. It's like, hey, Matt, are you going to be a fast guy or wow? Again, Casey Howell.
Love you, Matt.
I know. Casey Howell on course right now. Again, just making quick work of these rock sections. Just monster trucking through there. Almost done. There he goes to the finish line.
$121.085. Unfortunately, that one boulder hung him up just a little bit, but was still able to get a good solid run out of it.
Had a very quick time. Unfortunately, it just got hung up a little bit there.
I see Matt Myrick on the line now.
That iconic white cage sticks out pretty well.
Matt had a 5th place time on course 1.
Kind of get lost.
Oh, no! The boulder strikes again.
Man.
He is over. There is no coming back from that, unfortunately. That one was tough. I mean, not much he could do. He just skated right over there.
And you could see him kind of start going up, and as he started going up, it started kind of hooking to the side. He kind of just turned the wheel and went with it. Unfortunately, a little bit too much sideways momentum and wasn't able to climb up the rest of the way. All right, I guess we're going to replay presented by Rock Racing TV.
All the time, but just because it's so true, the rocks are bigger, the hills are steeper, everything is more difficult in person. You're just going to have to take our word for it if you've never been able to make it to a race in person yourself. But, it's, in Jurassic Park when the T-Rex is following them in the Jeep and it says objects in mirror closer than they appear. Yeah.
Again,
objects on the course are more difficult than they appear.
It's like 2 course workers and like 12 racers out there right now.
That's one of the great things about the sport, though, that we always talk about is the camaraderie. Everybody's willing to help everybody else, and we appreciate it.
Matt's checking it all, make sure it's still good to go. Checking it all out, make sure it's still good to go. Give it a minute, let the oil settle back down.
Might have scratched up his powder coat a little bit, but I don't think it would have hurt too much more than that. All right, guys. Well, while they finish getting Matt recovered off the hill, let's chat with Madison about her new rig. We caught up with her a little bit this morning for a quick interview out on the hill. We're going to get that queued up, and then y'all can enjoy.
with Madison King. We're at Good Evening Ranch in West Virginia for the 6th race of the National Rock Racing Association. Madison, I noticed you have brought out a brand new rig for this race. Tell us a little bit about it.
So we've had this rig for probably about 3 months, I'd say. We've been messing around with it, changing stuff around, getting all the good parts and stuff, and the shocks actually came in yesterday, so we were pushing it kind of close.
Down to the wire.
But yeah, I'm super excited. It's got hydro steer, 72 wide, so it's going to be a lot different from my old one, but it's going to be great.
Yeah, so what about seat time? Have you gotten much in it yet?
No, so I'm still in school, so I haven't been home, but and it's been tore apart since we got it, so I just pre-ran, and that's the only seat time I've got.
All right. So speaking of pre-running, what do you think about the course? I know you've been out here walking it, looking at it, a little bit of pre-running in the new chassis. So tell us your thoughts today here in West Virginia.
It's definitely going to be a long course. I think this is going to be one of the longest courses that we've done this season with this series, and it's going to be rough, that's for sure. When I was pre-running, I was getting banged up, but it'll be fun.
Yeah, good thing you got that hydro steer.
Oh yeah, that field is really fun too.
Oh yeah, that is the fun part.
Yeah,
you're right. All right. Well, there's going to be some great racing action today. Like we've talked about, it's a long course. It's rocky, but they've got a nice wide open section too. You guys can get some speed up. So we're going to see a little bit of everything out here this weekend, I think.
It'll be fun.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, we're back here. Again, looks like they got Matt Merrick uprighted, but I think they're going to have to pull him out is what they were saying on the radio.
Uh-oh, maybe it did damage a little more than just the powder coat.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed catching up with Madison a little bit. We got to see her run her new chassis already on course 1. We'll see her back out here on course 2. But while they get Matt recovered off the course, we are going to go to a quick commercial break, and then we'll be back with more of all the racing action, so don't go too far.
The Mickey Thompson Premium Mud Terrain is on the road and full of undisputed attitude. The Baja Boss MT. No compromises, ever. We are purpose-built tires for truck and Jeep enthusiasts everywhere. All mud tires are not created equal, and here's the proof. Powerfly XD construction, asymmetrical tread design, extreme side biters, and more. Find your tire size today at MickeyThompsonTires.com.
So this is our XT tire, and this is the 35, 10, 15. It's the biggest tire that we make for a UTV. And this is the road compound. We have 2 different compounds. As you can see, it's kind of hard to squeeze these together. This is going to last you a lot longer if you're just doing trail riding, riding on asphalt to get to the trails. If you're trailering and you're only going to be on trails, then I would recommend our trail compound. I mean, it's much softer. You grip and grab those rocks really well. That's what the majority of our drivers that we sponsor use the XC trail compound. But we also have our AMP tire, And this is a 6-ply tire. The XT is the 8-ply. It's got really tough sidewalls. And in fact, one of our drivers took first place in the Bounty Series last race in Hot Springs with this tire. So those are the two main tires that all racers use. And you can get any of these tires and the wheels that they're mounted on through Rock Life as well.
So we were a sponsor of SRRS in 2012, the first year, and we built our product to the racers. They had a need, and we had a solution. They were breaking parts, breaking axles, and we were able to build the strongest axles on the planet for them. We developed the Big Bell CV over that period of time as well, which is the 40 spline, 47 spline stuff that you see in a majority of the rock bouncers. And we've also developed UTV for the UTV buggies and the stock class racers. We've got product for that as well. So we've really utilized this racing to develop and work with these guys the best product available. So over the years, we've worked really closely with drivers like Tim Cameron. He's been very helpful helping us develop this product line for the UTV, the rock bouncer, and he's been quite successful himself doing the racing, as well as a ton of others. We couldn't be here without these guys testing our product and doing these things, pushing us to the limit to help them push them to the limit.
All right, and we are back again at RaceLine starting gate. I think they got Matt out of the way. Hope you guys enjoyed some of our commercials. Again, RCV was up there. Again, RCV does a lot with the sport as well, so we appreciate those guys and all they do. Got Justin Holback sitting over there. Again, Justin Holback Racing is our featured driver Friday.
That's right. The whole Holback Racing crew is a big part of what we do out here. We appreciate Justin helping on the starting line and doing safety checks, and he and Haley also help a lot with the organizing of our youth class, in which both the mini Hobacks are both running in that class as well. So,
as well as making our lists they've started making this year, which have been a lifesaver.
Yep. Glad to have them be our featured drivers today. Looks like Cooper Bentley tearing through the course now.
Again, watching Matt, I'm sure he's going to have kind of doing the same thing Matt did. Again, watching Matt, he was definitely checking up there.
Into a tree.
Again, how many bouncers
Things
are going to...
are getting a little rough out here, Matt.
How many bouncers are going to tag trees tomorrow? That's what we need to take a vote on.
I don't know.
We need to make a little pool for that. Because I have a feeling we're going to see some bouncers tag trees here.
I would say it's a distinct possibility.
I believe so.
Oh no. Was that from the tree?
That front left does
That's
look
what
a
he
little...
hit the tree with. I didn't think it was quite that hard, but maybe it was.
Yeah, that front left might look a little rough.
Ooh, it's going to be tough to make it through the second rock section like that.
Yeah. See what he's going to do here. Yeah, he might not be able to get through there. It looks immediately stopped. I think that's Cody Kaysen down there walking up to him. All right.
We've got our recovery experts on it.
Cody could probably, maybe they might be able to back him out maybe.
I see that Clay Kaysen would be our next one up, but he was walking by earlier and said he was broke.
What?
Yeah. We had just started those, so I didn't get to actually talk to him.
Wonder what he broke.
Something about the motor.
Well, that's not good.
There was some like charades, going on, so I couldn't hear.
I get it. Yeah.
But
wow.
Yeah.
That
I don't
stinks.
see him over here. We'd pull him over and see.
Man, that stinks. Again, tough day.
Well, while they are working on it, looks like they're trying to figure out what he broke, and then of course they're going to have to get him off the hill. I see Tim Cameron making his way to the starting line. We've already got somebody on the line. Taylor, you want to cue up our Tim Cameron interview from this morning? All right, y'all watch this.
What is up, everybody? We're out here for the 6th race of the National Rock Racing Association, presented by Mickey Thompson here at Good Evening Ranch in West Virginia. I'm here with Mr. Tim Cameron. You're sitting first place currently. How does that mindset come into this race?
Well, of course, you always want to be fast, but at the same time, this is a little bit different course scenario. I mean, this might be one of the longest courses I've ever been on. And it's rough. It's not like just running across this flat little field out here. It's going to be some real technical rock areas, and we come back around, and some pretty good uphills, and of course, there's crazy downhill over here. So, I mean, I feel like this is a mixture of speed, but a lot of nutrition also.
And again, talking about that course, with this being such a long course, lots of rocks, you guys are actually coming through this gauntlet, literally making a U-turn and going right back out.
Yep.
Obviously, tomorrow there's some big hills. What is your game plan coming into this type of a long, rough course?
Honestly, finish, but try to finish fast. Obviously, I want to win, but at the same time, I feel like this is an A to B, finish good time and get a good pace. I feel like it's going to be a lot of DNFs.
Okay. Speaking of DNFs, your last event, I got to witness, I think, your 3rd DNF ever in the entire history of the National Rock Race Association.
That's probably right.
I was trying to remember. I think I've only seen 2 ever DNFs. I saw one at Windrock one time. I think we had one at Texas, maybe. I think I've only ever seen like 2, and maybe 3 DNFs ever.
I don't mind a DNF. I don't mind getting beat. I just hate parts failure. So literally just electronic motor.
A lot of people were asking what was the DNF caused to, because you were doing great and then just kind of rolled to a stop.
Yeah, stop. So it's an electronic motor in the throttle body. So this machine's drive-by-wire.
Okay.
Real nice high-end throttle body. But I actually called and talked to the guys, and they had a revision that they'd updated in 2024. Okay. I had a 23 model, so I built that buggy over a year ago,
Yep.
And they had some issues with some of the motor solderings coming loose from vibration.
Okay.
And that was on like street vehicles or drag vehicles, so I can only imagine what kind of vibration mine was seeing.
Yeah, especially bouncing off rocks and everything else.
So I put the revision in there, and I don't know. I'll give one more chance. I'm going to go to cable.
Yeah, again, like I said, the nice part of the cable, I run a cable specifically to mine, and for those at home, they have a twisted cable, much like a bicycle brake lever, or a lot of guys have gone to a shifter cable, because that way, if you do have a throttle stick, you can put your foot behind it, pull it back.
Like a more style.
Yeah, and again, it will not, it's going to work no matter what. Throw a couple heavy-duty springs, and you're good to go.
Yep.
So
it's just, cable's going to be about 12 foot long, so I was going to have to build a gas pedal. So I'm going to give it another chance. Of course, I lost some ground, I lost some points, but
still sitting in first, right?
Yeah. I'm still up there, but I would rather not. Like I said, I don't mind getting beat, but I'd rather not be parts failure.
Yeah. Well, good luck. We'll see you guys later.
Thank you.
And we are back. Again, looks like they're going to get him recovered. Cooper's over there trying to get wedged out of there. And up in the booth with us, Mr. Clay Kaysen. What's up, buddy? So,
Clay, we haven't heard much from you so far yet this weekend.
What's going on?
No, I'm a little tore up.
What's going on, buddy?
What happened?
Oh, motor sent something through the oil pan on it.
Oh, no.
It sent something through the oil pan?
Yeah, it sent something through the oil pan.
Oh, well, that's
at what
not good.
point?
Well, I had a little popping when I took off, so I, made it on through, of course, but I went to the top and changed some spark plugs, because that's what I thought it was, and put them in, took off, running good, everything felt back normal, kind of somewhat, and next thing you know, sounded like a bolt just went through the whole motor.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. So there's metal shavings all on the skid plate and parts, aluminum, everywhere.
Ugh, that's awful. That stinks. And again, you've had a great race season so far.
No, we ain't done yet. I'll go ahead and tell you, we ain't done yet.
Did you bring a backup rig?
I mean,
You brought a brother with a rig.
Yeah, but I can't do nothing anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Cody's is broke too. Yeah.
Oh, no.
We're not having a good weekend.
Yeah.
It's not sounding good for Case and CNC
That
racing.
CNC
right
racing
now.
is taking a beating this weekend.
Yeah, it's not been good. Which we've been pretty fortunate, so I guess
Yeah.
our time, when our time is it is time.
Well, the good news is, I think it's 5 weeks until our next race.
Yeah, we got a little break, thankfully.
So you've got a little time.
Yeah.
A little bit of a
Get
break,
things back together.
You know, if it's going to break, I guess now it's time to do it, but could have
well,
waited until after the second hill at least, you know. Come on.
We do hate that for you. And for Cody. I know he's broken some stuff today, too.
He got his little de-winded a minute ago when he jumped over that rock. I think he landed wrong.
Hey, these rocks are tough on parts and people.
Yeah, I think
it's
he'll
a
be
rough
all right,
course.
though. He should be fine. I think he's going to run hill 2 in the Cup itself, though. I think he'll be fine.
He was sending it in his rig in the Cup Series. He was flying.
Yeah, he's going to have to drive a little bit harder, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to have to do a little better. He can do better than that.
He was getting it.
He can still do better than that.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So what kind of what kind of motivational speech do you have to give him as big brother to little brother?
Well, right now if he's hurting, don't hold it. But if he ain't hurting, by gosh, hold that thing right now. I don't even care at this point. Everything's broke. We might as well finish it all off.
Well, just be broke together.
I mean,
kick off the summer break right. Like break everything.
What's it matter now?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Just tow him in the trailer.
I hope it don't end up like that. But
speaking of broke, do we know what's going on with Cooper over there?
I'm gonna say I have either the A-arms are folded up or we have a busted wheel.
He hit a tree pretty hard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the A-arms are folded.
And that front left wheel looked a little rough. So
I'm gonna say it folded something in front end.
Yeah. The way they were all looking at it, like, this is not good. I was like, that's. They were like,
you know, when you walk up and your head's just down. That was exactly me when that happened. I just got out and I knew exactly what happened when it happened too.
Yeah, and that's kind of a gift and a curse of being someone who's very mechanically inclined. The gift is you know what's wrong. The curse is you also know what's wrong. Like when you hear that kind of a pinging,
you can't just have ignorance as bliss.
No. When you hear that kind of pinging going through the engine and then coming out the bottom, you're like, that's gonna be expensive. All right, we got Mark Carpenter on the line here. Her clock is hot. Marky did some crazy stunt driving here last year and sent it up the hill in his big bouncer, corkscrewed through the air, and landed upside down. So he said, this year I'm going to try to climb it, but keep all four wheels on the ground. Try to keep it going more straight.
That rock looks a little bit better this year than it did last year, in all honesty.
I don't know.
It's wet.
We'll see.
It was wet last year.
We will see. We got a lot more driving to do, too, this year, I think.
Oh,
so.
I'm talking about that rock right there. He just went up and cut it.
That one specific boulder that's been causing problems.
Yeah, come on, Matt. We're not worried about big buggies.
That is a nice boulder.
Yeah, I mean, tomorrow's big buggies. We're focused on today.
I don't know. I think Matt's thinking ahead a little bit.
Yeah, I'm trying to plan a little bit.
If Matt finishes...
I'm trying to get him to commit to launching it off this little boat.
That roll right there.
Like Mark just did. Look at that.
Squeaking through there.
If Matt finishes both hills tomorrow, I will personally hand him a $100 bill.
I don't know if I do. I don't know. Have you
Matt,
seen those hills
you could
for
buy
tomorrow?
a lot of snacks with $100.
You can. But I could also buy a lot of snacks with the money I save from wadding my buggy up from that course.
Oh, you just got to hit it.
Course 2, I think, is
How
going to
about 100 per hill, Clay?
All right, a deal.
There you go. Come on, Matt.
Man.
I'm working the deal for you.
I mean, deal. What's another $200 after this weekend?
I'm a sports agent now.
I mean, what's another $200?
He said, what's another $200?
Oh, what was that?
I don't know. You can see it on the live feed.
Also, we've been taking rocks over here.
Yeah, be on the ready.
At least 2 have bounced off the table and one
Yeah.
the side. Oh, it's a little sketchy. One of them was from Cody. So
You know, Clyde really threw us a little curveball here coming up here. I mean, he basically said, here's where you got to go. Get there however you want to.
Find your way.
Yeah.
Find your way and get back here.
Do you like that or don't like that?
I mean, it makes you think more as a driver.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It don't bother me none.
Are you one of those guys that likes a more of a creative course?
111.678 for Mark Carpenter. Not bad, not bad.
Would you rather have the tape or you want more of a creative course?
Like, I like options. Like,
Yeah.
I like a lot of options. Like, I want to, I want to find the fine line of cutting course and not cutting course.
Yeah.
You know, I want to find those points. But other than tape and all that. Like, you tell me where to go.
You are the reason that we have flags out here then.
I know. Clyde tells me that every time because, like, I will find the loophole in everything.
Yeah. I've learned from Timmy. He is the most creative guy when it comes to course. Whoa, whoa.
All right, Austin Connell. I thought something was on. What was that?
Well, I was trying to block it.
Oh, thank you.
There were some rocks flying.
Austin Connell on the course now.
Ooh. Get on up through there. One of them Tennessee
Well, he
boys.
made that look pretty easy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, luckily we have good breeze keeping the dust down or blowing it away.
At least it's not hot.
The temperature is amazing out here this weekend.
Yeah, we've been doing some other racing for some other series, and last weekend we raced.
A little miserable.
That was miserable.
Well, I've just been living, in Tennessee, and that's miserable. So,
like, I'm going to say,
appreciate this West Virginia weather.
It was so hot. But Austin is, by gosh, flying through here right now.
He sure is.
He's rolling on through.
He kind of checked up a little bit for the jump.
We've got a pretty good showing here from our Tennessee people.
Not Mississippi.
He said, not Mississippi.
I mean,
Oh, man.
You win some, you lose some.
I agree you win some and lose some. But I want to not have the parts failures just suck like
it
golly,
does.
It sucks.
It does. That's what Timmy's interview, he said, I don't mind losing. He said, well, when something breaks, it's
I would rather the whole field beat me by 10 seconds of drivers
than having a breakage.
Than have a parts failure.
Yeah. Just because there's nothing to do about it, And it could be a $2 bolt or a $300 sensor, but, I seen Dan Carter once break a ground wire on his fuel pump.
Oh, that was another thing I found. The ground wire was loose. And I ain't saying I can maintenance a lot more than a lot of people, but I maintenance the crap out of this stuff.
Through the finish line he goes. 117.760 for Mr. Austin Connell. His buggy does sit pretty low, too. We had a couple guys that were coming through. We were talking about earlier this morning about, see that green light poking through those caverns? Boulders, whatever you call them. Caverns.
Tim Cameron is on the course. Timmy had the fastest time on course 1. Let's see if he can do it again on course 2. Our fastest time right now is Nathan King with a 103.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Looking pretty good for Nathan right now.
Man, I hate that. Golly, I hate that. Come on, get up that hill.
He just came out, turned around, tried again.
Yeah, come on, get up that hill. Please get up that hill. Come on, hero. Get up that hill. Gas. Oh, yeah, there it is.
There it is.
Oh, yeah. He wouldn't make a mistake again like that.
No. He's picking that line. I think
try a little different approach.
Yeah, he's all right. I think you just smoke the tires, in all honesty, because, like, we run so much air in our tire balls.
Yeah.
They're so stiff, so, like, as soon as you blip it on, like, any type of water,
really?
It's just, like, slides backwards.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
You run quite a bit of pressure in your tire balls?
Yeah, I do, just for like saving wheels and saving everything. Like I would rather have to hit something a little bit harder and have to hit it hard than have a wheel busted or a tire, or something like that.
Slice a sidewall or something.
Which they don't matter when you slice them with tire balls and stuff. It's just I just get tired of replacing wheels and stuff like that. Thankfully, I'm on the same tire balls and wheels that I did last year.
I know there's a few guys that are on the tire balls, and they kind of swear by them.
Now, if you ain't got tire balls, it's daylight and dark different on traction.
Yeah.
I'm shocked he didn't just jump off of that. He's probably a little mad. He's calmed down. I'm proud of him. He did good.
Yeah, earlier he came through here like a Mach 20.
Yeah, he said he forced it. He said, that was about the dumbest thing I've done in a long time. He said, that hurt. I said, well, it was fast. It looked good.
It did look good. It was very fast. Yeah, he came by at about Mach Jesus earlier.
The price that gets paid for being fast.
Yeah, he came through about Mach Jesus
He's still
earlier.
going to be pretty good for the weekend and everything.
Yeah.
Just finishing this is pretty brutal. Like, this is some Ultra 4 racing Clyde almost picked out for us.
Yeah, almost. Again, longer course, kind of. And again, this here, the rocks aren't super huge. It's just enough to bounce you around all the time.
They're so loose.
Kind of toss you around a little bit. And again, you can see the track is getting grooved in pretty good.
141.985 for Tim Cameron. That means Nathan King is hanging on to the lead right now for course 2 with a 103, followed by Mark Carpenter with a 111, and then Brandon Davis with a 112.
I'm going to leave y'all with it.
All right, Clay.
Well,
thanks for
joining
chatting
us.
with us.
Thanks for joining us in the booth, buddy.
Sorry about your luck.
Yeah, tough luck, buddy.
Madison King is on the line now. We played a little interview that we did with her earlier, talking about her new rig that she is debuting this weekend. She said she hasn't had a whole lot of seat time in it yet. But I don't think that caused any problems for her on course 1.
Yeah. Again, the times have been all over the place on course 2. Again, Timmy, I think, had the fastest time on course 1, and then I think as our slowest guy on course 2 right now. So
it's the boulder.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
It's that boulder getting in everybody's way. That is a nice boulder. Did you see that boulder?
Did you see that boulder? Yeah, 2, 4 from our first course. 2, 4, and 5 are all DNFs. Wow.
We really are all over the place today.
We really are.
Class. All right, let's see what Madison can do now.
Again, I like the pink and the neon green. I love it. Neon yellow.
Getting this new rig
kind of like
properly broken in out here this weekend.
Get some fun kind of 90s kind of theme on it. Again, that's just a violent section there. Again, I'm kind of excited to see the bouncers tomorrow, but I'm kind of also very afraid because I am one.
I'm having like AOP vibes right now.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, what are we smoking here?
Is that a belt? Just whipping through that wood section there. Clearly her new chassis is doing work for her this weekend. I like it. It looks almost like they took a dozer and mowed through that.
Who needs a dozer when you've got a dozen vehicles that'll just drive it for you?
Yeah. I like to put a little bank on there for us. That's kind of nice.
It really is a great course out here this weekend.
It is. And again, this weather's amazing. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it stays this temperature tomorrow, and it's very nice.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah, I will definitely take it.
Madison doing great so far. Putting the new rig to work. Even with the limited seat time, I mean, she's obviously no stranger to laying down some smooth runs in one of these vehicles.
There we go.
141.309 from Madison King.
And Timmy had a 141.985.
Yeah, those two are right on top of each other there.
Like literally seconds apart. Milliseconds.
I would say less
crazy.
than a tenth of a
crazy.
second. Dylan Dowler on the line now. So like Matt said, our Cup class has gotten all shaken up today between courses 1 and 2. I'm really curious to see how this is going to end up shaking out and what our top 3 is going to look like.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I can't wait to see how it shakes out for the podium today. It's going to be interesting. I'm excited. And we still have a few racers still to go yet, so Dylan out there just.
I think we just have Cody after this.
Okay. Again, this breeze has been just heavenly today.
Oh.
Yeah, those rocks are just giving a beating today.
Dylan's definitely got a good, solid run going right now. I don't know if it's going to be enough to beat Nathan King with that 103 that he's got. It might put him in the top 3, though. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no, I spoke too soon. What is... Oh, no.
He's going to try to finish it. Literally, the front right tire is barely hanging on. You can see when he gasses it, spins the whole buggy.
Oh, it's gone.
He could probably, depending on the...
It has
that
left
is impressive.
The chat. What you doing, Dylan?
He's trying to get a finish out of this stinking thing. And again, depending on how
crap,
it broke off.
It just, let go.
Yeah. I mean, it really only has about 50 to 75 feet to get there.
Well, I think we have our first Skinny Pedal nomination for the day, or for the weekend.
You can see they're going to try to coach him through there and get him a finish out of it. There he goes. Only you can see it's digging the dirt up. It's like a plow, just chiseling through there. That is impressive. Still getting a finish out of it. That is awesome. 165.157 for Mr. Dylan Dowler on 3 wheels. Heck of a job there. They're all going to hop on and try to get some weight. That's awesome. Again, just barely dragging. That's so great. All right, we got Cody Kaysen. Clock is hot. Cody out in his full body. Getting Cody out in that full body doing work. Getting Cody doing all kinds of work today out there.
Shut up, Taylor. We may or may not be throwing lemons at Dylan to try and get his attention.
At least my hands smell nice now.
Oh, come on, Cody.
Dylan said, let me grab my hat. Yeah, we have a handful of drivers who got a bunch of work to do right now.
Oh, good thing they've got a little bit of a break.
Yeah,
at least.
for real. Thank goodness for our summer break.
All right, come on, Cody. Finish strong.
I do not know if they fixed that downpipe or not. So Cody's out there still pushing hard, trying to get a finish out of it.
Make it.
Woo, baby.
146.256 for Cody Kaysen. That 146.696, my bad. That does wrap up our Super Grip UTV Cup class for the day, but we've got Dylan Dowler up here with us for a quick chat. Dylan, I talked to you this morning. I told you I needed to either do an interview or get you up here. You said you would come up at some point, but I don't think you figured it was going to be after you wheel fell off.
Not after a run like that.
But, I mean, it happened. We got to know, at what point were you like, just lost my wheel, but I'm going to keep going anyway? What was going through your head
right
out there?
Before you turned around the tree, I saw the wheel actually come up in my window net.
That was a good indicator.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not taking the DNF.
Yeah, he's like, we're going to finish this thing.
It's not happening. I was fixing to turn around and reverse backwards.
And that was going to be the next thought I thought. He could turn around, and that way he can just drag that bad one. But luckily, the car, after a couple, gas it got to bring the front end up.
Yeah, and then the A-arm kept catching rocks, and
Yeah.
hurt. The straps, my crotch strap.
And I seen Clay and a couple of guys run out and start kind of guiding you through there,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
It's like old school rock crawling there for a minute. You got guys, spotters out there trying to walk you through it. But
my only thought was I am not taking a DNF. We're getting through the
Well,
finish line.
you were third in points coming into the weekend,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I mean, would understand why.
Right.
And you definitely got a skinny pedal nomination
Well,
for the weekend.
That's a first.
That's something, you know. Are you glad that we've got a bit of a break before our next race?
Yeah.
I know you're already working hard after last weekend's
the past
race.
2 weekends has been rough on that buggy.
Yeah.
Transmission last weekend, and I don't even know what's broke now.
Yeah.
So,
not a lot of free time in your schedule right now.
we got a long break.
Yeah, luckily we got a long break. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are our Cup class is having a rough go of it today.
They really were. Today was a very we had.
I was more worried about that rock because I was sitting there watching Timmy go, and then he's struggling, and I was like, well, I really wasn't worried about that. I was worried about something else.
That's how it goes, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, Josh Krapinski, unfortunately, says he's not impressed.
Yes.
But the rest of us enjoyed the show.
Yes.
Definitely done way worse.
Josh isn't even here, so he can't say anything.
Yeah.
You can't talk. You ain't here.
That's awesome.
Oh, man. You got anybody you want to thank? Anything you want to tell folks that are watching at home?
I'd like to thank Performance Side by Side Bushings. They've helped me out this year. Moto Joe's and Fisher's ATV and Martin Stewart with the suspension.
Yeah.
Honestly, it held up to
Yeah.
hitting rocks a lot. The ball joints did not, but the A-arms did. But I believe that's about it.
Yeah, again,
All
awesome
right.
run today.
I appreciate it.
Well, thanks for coming up and chatting with us.
Definitely
I know,
got it.
and it wasn't necessarily on your to-do list for today, but
Yeah.
hey, after that, you got
Yeah.
to. You got to.
Definitely going to be sore tomorrow, so
Yeah.
at least I get to sit back and watch.
Yeah.
Well, good luck with that going on over there.
Thank y'all.
All right,
Thank you,
guys.
buddy.
So that was the Cup class. We are ready to move into Course 2 for our VIN class.
All right, we got Charles Chris on the line. And that red XJ. Again, just coming out full send. You know, just coming out, just running through it. Just
Got
like
Littlefoot's ready to go.
we're gonna have a good time today. Again, that's great work of our agile cameraman, bouncing around through there. And they're out there getting it. Yeah, we've had a very rough UTV Cups course today. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not super surprised considering the course that we've had today.
Yeah.
But it is still sad to see.
Yeah, it's been kind of weird.
major
Kind of a
parts
weird.
start falling off.
kind of a weird day for Cup class.
Well, I know how Dylan feels, though. I've had a wheel fall off before.
You have. Yes. And it was like a rough race. Each time it got a little flatter, a little flatter.
I don't think the wheels fall off when it's not a rough race.
No, yeah.
I hope not, anyway.
Again, Charles and his XJ out there just thrashing through there. Everybody loves an XJ. They're so much fun. Yeah, everybody knows somebody who's bought an XJ for $500.
Well, I didn't give you guys a top 5 from course 2 for the Cup class. So while we watch Charles finish his run up through the woods here, Nathan King had the fastest time on course 2 in the Cup class with a 1:03, followed by Mark Carpenter with a 1:11. Then Brandon Davis with a 1:12, Austin Connell with a 1:17, and Casey Howell with a 1:21.
$158.989 for Mr. Charles Chris and that red XJ. Got Justin Holback backed in there in the WT.
WT is ready for launch.
It looks like it.
Loaded.
It does look pretty massive.
Locked and loaded into our
that looks like a
rock cannon.
Pretty intense monster truck backed in there. Pretty fierce.
Matt, if you were driving a monster truck, what would it be called?
Ooh, that's a good thing. I don't know. Mohawk, maybe. That'd be kind of a cool name. Kind of a cool name. Kids like that, right? That'd be kind of a fun name for a monster truck. This is Justin Wills in the WT out there doing work.
Justin Wills. Justin Hoback.
I'm sorry, Justin
Another
Hoback.
Justin.
Justin Wills was tuning our live feed earlier.
Justin Hoback driving the wheels off WT.
That's true. That's true.
Go.
He does.
There you go.
And he doesn't just do it on course. Like last time I saw him, we passed him as we were pulling in Hawk Pride. He was headed the opposite direction.
Boy, this thing already went to the gas station this morning.
Yeah. See, that's get snacky snacks and
then comes on out to the race course.
Yeah, that's why I love it. Yeah, it's like probably one of the most multi-purpose rigs out here.
So we only got one Skinny Pedal nominee.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're going to see a bunch tomorrow.
I wonder how many we'll see tomorrow.
I have a feeling we're going to see a lot. Of course, there's been times where I thought we were going to see a lot and we didn't. Or there's times where I'm like, oh, yeah, we're not seeing it today. Man, look at that big old WT going over there, hitting the jump. Just crunching through there. Justin Wills out there doing work in that WT. Again, making it through that second rock section, or the first rock section.
And to our crowd that is here, our spectators here at the park, please make sure that you do get your wristband. That is a requirement here to come spectate. So this is for everybody that's watching here at the park. Make sure y'all go sign in and get your wristbands, please. You guys watching at home,
don't need them.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Taylor's losing it.
Cash App. Wow. Old Redbeard. Got Justin Wills out there still. Now he's in the second rock section. Again, a little bit easier. Not quite as bad as that first rock section. But again, a little tighter turn, though. I don't think this truck probably turns on a dime. I guess.
I'm going to guess probably not.
Not the most tight. He's like, if it's designed to haul a gooseneck trailer, it probably does not have the tightest turning radius.
Not designed for agility.
Yeah. It needs rear steer. Can they have rear steer in the stock class?
Is that how that works? Matt, have you ever driven something with rear steer?
Yeah. It's good times. It's fun.
Yeah.
Hopefully to win the buggy someday.
Cuts a nice donut.
It does. Watching your dad in the Avenger and watching a Pro 2 truck do donuts, cycling simultaneously, it's got to be one of my highlights.
On the blacktop?
It was pretty slick.
Dad loves his cyclone donuts.
I got a video somewhere of me video. They're side by side doing cyclones. And
Tandem cyclone donuts. Always fun. 288.074 for Justin Hoback and the WT. Way to finish a tough course there.
Yeah, again. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I said just the VIN class had a rough time just thrashing through in those DOT tires, mashing through there on those big rock sections. Those are not exactly vehicles built from the manufacturer to do what we're doing with them.
Not exactly, but hey, like we said, where there's a will, there's a way. Charles Carriz had a 158, and then Justin Hoback had a 288 on this course. So that does wrap up our day of racing here at the Good Evening Ranch in Canvas, West Virginia. This is the Mickey Thompson NRRA Round 6 this weekend, presented by RaceLine Wheels. Thank you guys for joining us on Hillside Live. We will be back tomorrow with our UTV Bounty, our bouncer class, and our UTV youth class. So we've got another full day of racing coming at you. We'll be starting around probably like 9:30ish Eastern time. So you guys can be sure to tune in with us for that.
We'll see you guys.